son.
And to help with our second speaker, Paty Winter evaluation, Darrell Juanero.
Hello again, Toastmasters and Paty. Paty, we spoke before. Me and Paty, we spoke before her speech, and just wanted to follow up to see, what her goals were for this speech. And her goal was to take the feedback that she had in her last speech and to apply it on this speech. So a couple of things that she mentioned to me to really look out for was her eyes on her notes. One of the things that she was trying to do is to avoid looking at her notes so much as compared to the first time. And another one was to have her hands a little more relaxed. In the first speech, Paty mentioned to me that they were a little more tensed, and that's something that she wanted to work on. But before I get into it, as far as overall your speech, I thought the topic was very interesting. When you mentioned 4H, I wasn't really too familiar what that was, so I was kind of excited to see what it was. And I really like the organization of it, how you mentioned about the life lessons that you've learned. And of each lesson, you provided a personal story to share, to personalize it a little more. I like your vocalness. Your vocalness was nice and loud, so people in the back were able to hear. Your eye contact was really great too. I was looking at your eye contact with your notes. I noticed it a few times where you did look at it, but not as much as the first time, so good job with that. And your hand gestures, in the beginning, when you look at the video, a lot of the times you were holding it like this, and it was in front of you. And I thought that it would help if you were to just relax into your side, and also with when you were mentioning the stories. I know the hand gestures is really difficult, especially for me when I first started. And one thing that really helped me was when I talked about personal stories. That really helped me animate it when I used my hands when I was describing it. And let's see, another thing is looking at your notes. That was another big thing for me, was to avoid looking at my notes when I started. And one thing that helped me was to kind of break it down in an outline form, so that way you kind of have an idea what the story is, and then when you talk about the story or the point, you go right into it, and you just remember each point of each story as you go through. Overall, you did a great job with the organization. I really liked how you did the intro, and then you went into the body with each point, your life lessons, and you wrapped it up in a summary. And then a good job with avoiding looking at your notes, and also with your hand gestures. I could see that you definitely improved on that, and I think that you may have a little more improvement with that. But good job today, and look forward to your speeches in the near future.